Alright, let's give this another shot. I'll try recording. It's echoey as hell in this room, so I apologize for that. And the camera going to jerk around constantly. Be a little nausea-inducing, because I jerk around the camera constantly while I'm playing this game, looking around. So, you see here, I'm in my Yak 3. Gotta love the Russian planes, they're fun as hell. And I'm looking around for any targets. I spotted that plane, but it got shot down by another one. I think that's an allied plane down there. Yeah, that's an allied plane. So, enemy plane got shot down, crashed in the water. He's bad. I'm flying around the air. I'm seeing gunshots. Whenever I see gunshots going off in the air, I'm looking for a plane, but that objective at the time was controlled by the enemy, so if anything, it'd be one of our planes. So I'm still looking around. I don't know, a little bit boring at the beginning. I'm trying to make sure I keep gaining altitude. I'm watching, I'm looking at things like my speed and all that right now. I don't really know how to show just that without actually playing the game, because if I turn on the HUD, it's like a bunch of recording stuff. So keep that off. We're just gonna go blank screen here. Somebody at one point messaged like, "Hey, enemy plane inbound." I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks." And I have the sound for engines turned all the way up, for enemy planes especially. So I could hear this guy, but it sounds a little distant. And I'm like, all right, where the hell is he? So I'm looking around, see him jerking the wheel, but bam, I see it. Wait, no, right, where did I see it? I just saw it now, but there he is. So yeah, I start turning in towards him. It's like a KI something. I'm not too familiar with that plane, so it kind of sucked because I was going into this fight not entirely certain on what would be the correct course. So he's on I think a bomber of some kind, or a dive bomber plane. And yeah, it's a Japanese plane. I saw the dots. Yeah, dots are a good indicator. Took a couple pot shots. I was a little. I didn't. I didn't shoot far enough ahead of him. I'm trying to think of the damn term. I didn't shoot far enough ahead of him to actually hit, unfortunately. All my shots just missed his tail. So then I'm on his ass, and I'm thinking it's a Japanese plane, but he is hauling ass right now. And technically I am close enough to dive down and take some pot shots, but I'm a little scared he's just going to outturn me, and I don't want to get in a turn fight with any sort of Japanese plane. He starts heading over towards his airfields, and I think he was going a little bit faster than me, which I was really shocked at. I was starting to think maybe this is some kind of weird energy fighter I'm not familiar with, because it wasn't a Zero. That's like an A6 something, whatever. He turns around, starts leaving his airfields, and he wanted to be by the AA. I'm not chasing him there. So he decides to do a head-on. I don't want to do a head-on. I go up into the air. I'm higher, and I have more energy than he does. So he kind of goes straight up vertical, trying to get his guns on me. Almost stalls out. Manages to flip around, but now he's going slow. And so I'm just going to turn around and try to get guns on him. I couldn't quite align my guns. You do have to constantly fight with the airplane, constantly worry about speed, and I'm going up at an angle. You see me using my flaps there to help my turn, because I was going so slow I could do that. We ended up in a head-on. I don't like doing head-ons, but I didn't have the energy or the altitude to do the flipping up thing like I did the first time, so I just went for it and I got the kill. Then, before I could even settle after that, I get a BF-109 trying to boom and zoom me, which is exactly what they should do. So here, he's on my tail. I'm trying to maneuver to keep myself off of his guns, and I'm cutting my throttle. I'm slowing down as much as I can to make him overshoot. And I managed to flip around, because it's not an energy fighter. It is a boom and zoomer. My plane's an energy fighter. So I get to flip around, and bam, I'm on his tail. Now, he's freaking out. He's losing so much speed, going out of flat. He's close to the ground. This is not where a BF-109 wants to be. This is as bad as it can be. So I'm trying to get this kill, but I also got some asshole teammate on my shooting, and those shots can't kill me. So I decided I don't want to do the fighting on his tail thing. I get up into the air, and then start coming back down. Keep my energy up. And I think he nicked the roof a little bit, but I had hit his tail, so that's probably why. And bam, got the shot. He's on fire. I think he had bombs, so that helped. Asshole teammate tries to steal the kill, but it doesn't matter. He crashes into the river. I think that's 2 planes in that stupid river now. And I get the kill, and I'm like... And I'm seriously at... You could hear the cannons and my machine guns going at the end there. And I looked at my ammo. I'm like, how much do I have left? 0 rounds. I killed him with basically my last 22mm cannon shot. So... That's how that game went. I'm starting to really get into dogfighting. It's fun. And the Russian yaks are the best at dogfighting. Not because they can out-turn anyone or out-energy fight a lot of planes. It's because they're just good at everything. You just got to pay attention to what you're going against. BF-109, I'm going to energy fight. I'm going to turn fight them. KI, I'm going to energy fight them or boom and zoom them. I'm definitely not going to try to turn fight them or, a Firefly. Sorry, Spitfire, not Fire. Spitfire, I'm going to definitely try not to turn fight. So long as you know what you're going up against, you can use this plane to pretty much counter anyone by simply going at whatever they are weakest at. So, Russian planes are very good for that. Very cool.